Time for baseball now on the show as we give you a look inside Guaranteed Rate Field in Chicago. Today, it's an American League Central Division matchup between the Minnesota Twins and the Chicago White Sox. The Twins try to complete the series sweep on the road against their division rivals right after this. Johnny Cueto, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, Johnny Cueto's an interesting guy, Matt. Has a funky delivery. We call it the shimmy or the shake. He turns his back kind of Louis Tion style, throws from a lot of different arm angles, but his stuff is good. 93 to 96 miles an hour. Good changeup.
Leading
good
off the
hard
afternoon
slider.
for
The key with Johnny
Minnesota,
Cueto, keeping his pitch count down early on in the game.
First pitch on its way. And underway on the south side as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped five of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, man, nothing they'd like to do more than to salvage this one, D-Roll. After this one, they go on the road for a 7-game road trip, so big to get this win here today.
Yeah, last game in front of the home folks before you go out for a week. This is a big one. They're going to get it done.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Standing in now, Tyler W. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Swing and a miss for strike one.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike two.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that two-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Swings and misses. Throw down. Ute is far too late as he steals second with ease.
That is perfect.
Now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
No doubt. I'm here to watch the dynamic play. Byron Buxton. He hit over 350 last month. Just consistent at bats all throughout the month. He was tough to pitch to. Hitting good.
Swing. High drive. Left field and deep. Unbelievable. A home run. I don't believe what I just saw. I don't believe what I just saw. It's a 2-run homer for Byron Buxton. Home run number 16 for him on the year, and the Twins have taken a 2-0 lead.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Into the box now, Shorty Holt. And the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 258 the average to begin play. 8 home runs and 23 driven in. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike. 1 out, nobody on. Ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, I love the location right there. Maybe that extra base hit was a big wake-up call to get it going.
The 1-2. This is foul right side. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
Ball 2.
And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Roll, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds. Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Alex Healy. And as you can see, he's seen that average climb the last week or so.
Ball, that's out.
There's that circle change of his, but it's outside for ball one. Healy, a California-born ball player. This is his first year at the big league level. That's wide, 2-0.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last two pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
You don't think being a starting pitcher in this league will test your resolve? He's already given up more runs in the first inning in this one than he did his entire last start. That's the kind of roller coaster ride that will make you a little crazy. But that's kind of how baseball works sometimes.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Williams is under it. And that retires the side. But 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 2-0 Minnesota. Pablo Lopez, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, man, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been pretty good his last three starts. A whip under 1.20, so he minimizes the amount of base runners. He's a tough customer. It'll be fun to watch him to see if he's on point early in this one here today.
Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, they've been playing better than 500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, I can't tell you how important it is to throw that first run up on the board. And that's exactly what they did. A little crooked number, a 2-spot to give their pitcher a chance to relax and go out and pound the strike zone. This team has been playing red-hot baseball recently.
Buxton is there, and he has it for the first out. Time now to check the starting lineup card for the Chi Sox in this one. Who do you have your eye on?
You've got to love what Jonathan Lucroy does for this offense. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose. Boy, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Popped him up. Robinson has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting first.
Into the box now, Luis. And he's a strong candidate for Rookie of the Year honors. If he can avoid a collapse here in the final months, it's been a great first campaign in the big leagues for him so far. Now here it comes. In there at the knees, strike one. The first pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
And this pitcher's feeling the flow right now. 2 outs in the first inning. He's got really nice mechanics working right now and blew that fastball right by.
Behind 0-2 now. Robert leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And strike 3 called as he says, "You got to be kidding me," with the side retired. A man left for the White Sox. They trail it here 2-0. Up next for Minnesota, holding comes off an 0-4 in last night's ball game.
One of the key to securing a win. They want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Today's ball game provides the Twins with a chance to end the series on a really high note, of course. A win will complete the sweep.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're playing a division opponent.
The 1-2. Pulled the string on him. Strike 3 swinging. And one thing that would certainly help their cause in going for the sweep is if they can break out the big bats like they did yesterday. Several home runs in that ball game.
It's not easy to hit home runs with this day and age with guys throwing with increased velocity. They were knocking the ball out of the ballpark all day yesterday. They'd like to save a couple of those and use them in this game today. Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays. And looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
Stepping in now, Dan Robinson, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And he pulls the string on the circle change, but it's taken for ball 1. The 1-2, and there he goes towards second. And there's one down now.
Okay, guys, here's how the Southsiders are lining up on defense. And known as one of the best framing catchers in the game, Jonathan LaCroix can beat you in multiple fashions. Not only can he do it from a defensive standpoint, catching and throwing to second base, but he can also move the ball on the offensive side.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Runner at second here with 1 man out. The 1-2. Fastball that misses.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there.
The batter,
not a whole
1.
lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
No balls and a strike to count. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Here it comes, 0-2.
1 ball.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the 2nd inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a stepping into the box, Andrew Hall. He's yet to get into the hit column in the series. 0 for 7. Bounces it to the left side. Fields it cleanly, and a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively.
The right fielder.
And let's take a look at Carlos Correa. I had no friend say to me one time, this is what they look like. And this is exactly what it looks like. The ability to play gold glove defense and hit in the middle of the order. I smell a potential Hall of Fame career.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
That's the
That
ball.
misses. 1-2.
1 ball, 2
Boy,
strikes.
it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
We got time.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Nick Williams.
I got the count. 2-2.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
Count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch is popped up. And there's out number 2. Stepping up now, Jonathan Lucroy. Trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second.
Nope,
They'll
that's
start
down.
in with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Rolled slowly to first. W charging this one. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We've played 2 full. It's the Twins 2 and the White Sox nothing.
Welcome back to the south side of Chicago, where the hometown White Sox have given these fans a lot to cheer about from the mound this season. With one of the best team ERAs in the league, it's pretty clear they command a lot of attention and praise. Before the game, one pitcher told me that he thinks their success comes in large part due to their strikeout abilities, a category where they also rank near the top of the league. He said even when we do get ourselves into trouble, most of us can dial up a strikeout and help get ourselves out of it. And that makes a huge difference over the course of the season.
Leading off for Minnesota,
Power arms and
the first
nasty
baseman,
stuff. Apparently that is the key to pitching, guys.
W.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Pulled toward right center field. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Around second. He's on his way to third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he
Up next
extends
for
his hitting
Minnesota,
streak to 7
the center
games.
fielder.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some
Byron
necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. Keeping that front shoulder up, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
No, that's
Good change up there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. W at third with nobody out. and the 1-1 pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Buxton is retired, and there's one away.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Riding in once again, Shorty Holt. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, and I know you want to lace a line drive or hit a potential home run, but I'll tell you what, grab the cheap rib. When it's there, give me a ground ball middle of the diamond and steal a run.
Now the 0-1. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Swing and a miss got him reaching. Lucroy gathers, and he is safe at the plate, and the lead is now 3-0.
Now batting, the designated
forward now is the DH. Alex Healy will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here from the stretch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. The 0-1. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Runners on first with one down. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Mishandled behind the plate, and it bounces away. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. Now in the box, Royce Lewis. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. The 0-1 on its way. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 2 out here and a runner at second. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
The 1-2. Fouled off. Here he comes again. 1-2. Pitch in the dirt, and that scoots right on by. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Set to deal on 2-2. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this will wind up being a foul ball. 2-2. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. The 2-2 one more time. Slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. Another full count pitch on his way. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one in. Digging in, number 21, hitting right at the 1-for-4 pace with a 250 batting average for the season. Swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one.
Great execution of that changeup right there. Great arm action. Batter was totally out front.
I got the count 0-2.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Counts a ball and 2 strikes to the White Sox shortstop.
And there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
The 1-2. Bounce to first. W is up with. And with one away, time for a check of the standings. And as you can see, these guys trailing by just a half game in the division race. Stepping into the box, Miguel Vargas. He was hitless in the shutout last night. There's a strike with the breaking ball.
0-1.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Holt is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now back.
Stepping in and ready for another shot. Andrew Benintendi flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. Sent on the ground out to second. Oh, and it beats him up a bit. But the recovery throw will be in time to first. Good job that time of not giving up on the play, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half. 3 innings complete. The Twins are in front, 3-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard.
Moving up to the Twins.
Pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into the bullpen.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Colby Obradovich is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. So another multi-hit game for him as he's aboard here in the top of the 4th inning. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's currently tops on the ball club in that department as we approach the final month of the season. Stepping up to the plate, Dan Robinson will swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Obradovich gets his lead at first, nobody out.
I always say hitting is a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back-to-back. I don't think there'll be a third.
1-2 to the Twins catcher. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Here's another 1-2. On the move again from first. Offered at and missed. Here's
No,
the
he's
throw.
in there. Stay.
The throw pulls him off the bag.
The batter, number 4.
A man at second with one down. Former number 1 overall pick in American League Rookie of the Year, Carlos Correa, bats next. Ready with the first pitch. Here it
Count
comes.
1-0.
Little too much bite on the slider that time, taken outside.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider and make it bring up something straight in the strike zone.
1-1. Gets a swing and a miss at a slider breaking away. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. And he fouls this one off.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
A ball hit softly on the line to third. And plenty of time over there at third to get a glove up, and there are 2 down.
Now back. Second
The
base.
lineup flips over and digging in, Darren Overdovich. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Action in the White Sox bullpen now as they have a left-hander getting loose. The 1-0. And this is yanked hard down the left field line. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
Now this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to line up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
And now, Tyler W. hit pretty well out toward right center field. Unbelievable! A home run! I don't believe what I just saw. I don't believe what I just saw. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. 8th home run on the season for him. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump. Giving up a long home run or giving up a bomb at any time as a pitcher, you just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
Now pitching
Jace
for the White Sox
answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from the start. Here's Byron Buxton now. Take a look at ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Look out. 2-0 now.
Well, we all know he can burn on the base pass, right? But that's a little tougher to do when you've got a nice goose egg on your leg. It's tough to do like that.
3-0 now.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
Swinging a ground ball to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So to the plate is the White Sox DH. Michael Taylor starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to fall back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
2-0.
And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
And there's the first strike, 2-1. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Obradovich is calling for it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Into the box, Luis Robert. Soft liner to the left side. And this will be taken in by the third baseman for the second out. Brandon
The
Brody
batter,
will bat
number
next.
7.
2 away in
Second
the inning,
baseman,
and Dan, it looks like
Brandon
this could be another 1-2 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound. It's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Ready for another shot now. Shorty
Leading
Holt.
off for Minnesota, the right fielder, Shorty Holt.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball that gets the inside corner. Strike
0-1
one.
the count.
Fry features one of the biggest yackers in the game. Curveball's got a ton of movement. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Tried to get him to
Inside,
chase
ball
the
one.
cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Another 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out. Digging in once again, Alex
batter, number
Healy.
5.
He doubled earlier in the
Designated
game,
hitter.
1 for 2
Alex,
to this point.
your
Tim
attention, please.
Poole moving to the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
2.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 7 homers and 23 driven in. And boy, they're really
Count,
giving him
0-2.
fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. The 0-2 home. And it's fouled away.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we are going to have some guys getting some wood blown up in their hands.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Lucroy has it. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman,
Ready once again, Royce Lewis. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Williams is under it, and that ends the inning. Down go the... Welcome back to the South Side as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and
Leading
easy
off
outs.
for the White
So the focus
Sox,
going forward
the
is
first
on
baseman,
shrinking the zone and
Andrew
forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. First pitch is a breaking ball taken down and away for ball 1.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and
no
keep
strike.
attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
Two and one after the foul ball there. Toward third. Lewis have to hurry, and the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
the right fielder,
There's our line
number
score
5.
through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just one hit to this point. So the base is empty here with one away, and digging in at the plate, the Texas native Nick Williams.
Nope.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Here's a breaking ball that falls in there for a strike to even things at 1-1. Good swing, but a late one as it's fouled off to the left. No runs, just one hit. No errors so far for the White Sox.
That's a
Two
ball.
balls and 2 strikes
2
now.
balls, 2 strikes.
Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. There's our line
Now
score
batting,
through the first
catcher,
4.5. And these guys have
Jonathan
basically had the bats taken right out of their
Lucroy.
hands. Just one hit to this point. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that brings in Jonathan Lucroy. Now here's the pitch. Line to the right side. And that'll get down for a 2-out single.
You take a look at the numbers
Now
up to this point. You see
number
he's only
21.
given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Lucroy, the runner at first with 2 gone. He's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, this guy is 1 strike away from absolute.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. White Sox leave 1. They still find themselves down 6-zip. Digging in, Colby.
Moving up to the
He
Twins.
singled his last
The left
time.
fielder, Colby Obradovich.
Now the pitch. Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through at 1 strike. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting,
Stepping in, and Robinson. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Benintendi is right there. And that's out number 2. Here's Carlos Correa now. A strikeout and a lineout for him so far. First offering on its way. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. Swung on and missed. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3. Now batting, Miguel Vargas. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Down the first baseline. W has it. And take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, the left
1
fielder,
out for Chicago here in the 6th. And up next, the exciting left-handed bat of Andrew Benintendi. Pitch on the way. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Drilled down the line. Foul ball. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Bounce it to the left side. In time to first, and there are two away. Digging in to try it again. Michael Taylor flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Holt shading to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Darren Obradovich.
The second baseman.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Hey, if I'm on the mound right now and I get a swing and miss like that, I'm bouncing it even further, throwing it even higher. I might pick up the rosin bag and throw that and see if I can get a swing and a miss.
Now here's the pitch.
0-2.
Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. Good waist pitch, 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Fouled off. Now another 1-2. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Ready to take his hands again. Tyler W. As he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
No, that's
There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. Good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
1-2.
Hey, that's another nice two-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
One out, nobody on. And he lays off it to even the count, 2-2. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Now to the plate, Byron Buxton. Attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Line drive to center field. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. So the top of the 7th isn't over yet after the 2-out base hit.
I think that base hit surprised him more than anything. He's gotten so used to setting guys down 9 in a row at that point that he just assumed he'd get him too.
Into the box now. Shorty in the dirt, and now let's see. Perfect throw, and they get him at second. Ready now, Luis Robert. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
We're moving along late into this one, and it's no surprise this guy continues to pitch well. Over 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you're doing that, you really put the hitters on the defensive.
In the air to right center. Buxton is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
The second baseman, Brandon.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, one man out. Front door curve is taken. Strike two.
The seventh inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Up next for the White Sox.
Up next for Chicago,
the first
Andrew
baseman,
Vaughn.
Andrew Vaughn.
Here comes the first pitch. And that's off his leg on the mound. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Up next will be Nick Williams. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. In there, strike one. Vaughn is off at first with two away. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
One ball
away with that one. It's 1-2. This is pulled into right. Holt is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. A man left for the White Sox. Now the number 4 Minnesota hitter, Shorty Holt, 0-for-3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball one. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Robert has it in his tracks. One out.
Next for Minnesota.
Next to the designated hitter, Tim Cool. First offering on its way. Ground ball foul down the left side. The windup and the 0-1. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike two. Trying to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. Hit in the air to center field. Robert on the move. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Striding in, Royce Lewis. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike one.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
Williams under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Down go the Twins in order, but they're on top. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how the starters thought about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
A shot down the first baseline.
Ball.
Up high.
2-1
now. As mentioned early in the broadcast, this series finale had the potential to result in a series sweep, and at this point in the game, it's looking rather promising.
Hey, Matty V, Yogi Berra had a great saying, it ain't over till it's over. Well, this one's just about over with the team playing as well as they are and leading by as much as they are. This one is pretty much in the books.
That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. High in the air out to center field. Moving under it, Buxton. And he makes the catch for the second out.
The batter.
At the plate,
the
Miguel Morgan. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
The 2-1. It's in there for the second strike.
A good fastball that backed him off the plate, and then some slow stuff down and away. That's one of the classic ways to mess up a hitter's swing. Up and in, down and away, textbook.
2 out, nobody on. Popped up. W is there, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. They won't make a dent in a... Kyle Crick enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 30, Kyle
Abudanza will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. Now the pitch. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
Comes set, and the 0-1. Fouled off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the 9th. Now at the plate, and Robinson, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. First pitch coming, here it is.
1-1.
Fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there.
Ball
2-0 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two 2-0 pitch on the way. Hit back up the middle. Diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
This is the cat and mouse of baseball right here. The batter versus pitcher. He fights so hard as an offensive player to get 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Check out the batting averages in those counts. Then check out the batting averages in even and behind counts for 2 strikes. 2-0, your eyes light up, and the batter is missing.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Back up the middle. 1 there. Relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is retired. No run. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. And then what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic. Watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine this feels the same from watching in the stands in the tent.
The batter,
riding into the box.
Designated hitter.
It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Your attention,
now here
please.
Comes the Twins manager on his way to the mound. And it changes in the offing as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. 1-1 home. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out to deep center field. Now this will rattle up against the wall.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue.
Stepping in, Luis Robert. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Brandon.
And now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox. Brendan Drury. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once.
Hey, when you're in a tough spot right there, that's an excellent job by the pitcher to get ahead 0-1. He has now got this offensive player on the defensive.
Benintendi at second. Taylor is over at first with one away. Ball one as he lays off below the zone. And that's going to be high, 2-2 now.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
He takes strike three called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. Even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
And that one misses upstairs, 2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got two guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Popped up. Two men are on with two men out. The White Sox down to their last strike. They'll be tardy on that swing as it's well wide of third.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the Harley plate at some point.
3-2 now. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second is in to score.
Boy, what a battle there, Bueller. Several hits like that. Everything but the pitch and sink. And he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you, you get that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're pulling the trigger on it. Wait for him to settle in his zone and not come outside of it and end up getting a knock.
0-1 the count. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. And that's taken for strike two as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting.
Hangs a K to end it, and the Twins go on the road and sweep their division rivals in this three-game series.
Well, these guys feel pretty good about themselves, and they should. Anytime you can come into somebody else's ballpark and sweep a three-game tilt, you're doing something right. Great team effort.
6-1 the final tally today. Minnesota jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Pablo Lopez earned his 9th win of the year as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Johnny Cueto permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Twins, 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 8 minutes. Our paid attendance at Guaranteed Rate Field this afternoon, 40,615. The White Sox thank you for attending and encourage you to buckle up and drive home safely.
Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. In the AL Central, the Twins guys to his total, helping the Tigers take care of the Indians 5-4.